Zoey, you're such a good girl. I do the right thing even when no one's looking. How did I ever let him kiss me? I'm Vicki Barbolak.
And I'm Shawn Polofsky.
And this is Trailer Park Diaries. Episode 1.
The Goyim, the baker, the Cabernet maker. Vicki.
We're back, Shawn. Season 2. I can't believe these
Dose season, baby.
These goof heads at ATC All Things Comedy stuck it out another session with us, baby.
They are such brave individuals.
They are crazy. I'm so excited. I'm very excited about this season's diary because we are venturing into erotica.
How do you even know that? Did you peek, Vicki?
No, just that first page.
Vicki.
That's it. Just the first page. No, I promise
we
you.
did a pinky swear that you were not.
That is all. Okay,
remember this?
All right.
We're like.
Okay, I'm going to tell you the truth. Eye to eye. I was going through several, okay, and I did pick this specifically because I looked about 5 pages, but I had to because I was picking a diary. It's nasty.
Busted.
Sorry.
You love that. Scorpio woman, you love nasty.
I'm so excited.
It
makes
love
me
nasty
thirsty
too.
Because, one of the things we always love to do at the beginning of every episode of Trailer Park Diaries is
cocktail.
Make a trailer park cocktail, and you're doing it today,
Well,
right?
I am. I know Vicki is letting me take the reins today. God help us all. Today, I came up with a drink. It's called the Trailer Trash-arita. Trailer Trash-arita. So what we're going to do is we got a little ice and we have a mini blender. It's the bullet, not your vibrator, but it's the
I've mistaken
blender.
it before.
Uh-huh.
It's easy to do.
I've heard that from your trailer.
Mini bullet and took it to Vegas. It just was horrible.
I think that Trailer Trash-arita, you've got to have white vodka because there's
vodka.
nothing
What other color vodka is there?
trashier than white people. They're trashy.
There's no other color vodka.
Yes, there is.
What?
There's other color vodkas.
There's not. Only
oh my
like if you put a
God.
flavor in.
Then what did I drink in Mexico recently?
Oh God, you probably just.
It wasn't supposed to be brown?
No.
Oh,
sorry.
God. All right.
How are you feeling?
It went down. I feel better.
Good.
I feel better. I mean, I was in the bathroom for a little bit, not as much as Esteban. You'd think he would, Okay, so I'm sorry. I added Mountain Dew, vodka, and then we're going to put this.
Now, you lined those glasses I see with crushed flaming Cheetos?
Yes. First thing you really should do is, line the rims with crushed Cheetos. And you can also use flaming hot Cheetos, just depending on the spice level.
And I see you left a Cheeto in the bottom to float.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Float, like, what we saw in the trailer pool the other day. Are you sure this is going to close?
Yeah, yeah.
Vicki, I'm not quite sure. Nope.
I'm dying to get to the
You
diary.
think if I just turn this over like this? Nope. That's why. That's right. Got it. So, I've never used a blender before, and it's obvious.
You have it upside down. There you go.
I don't cook. Why aren't you blending? You're way better at this. All right. Then we're going to put the Mountain Dew. Look at that.
I have used my vibrator to blend drinks before, and in a pinch. It does work.
I love it. Okay, so we're going to pour this in, and then, Vicki, we're going to garnish the Trailer Trash-arita with look at that. Well, it wasn't fully blended, but it's
I'm
liquor,
so
and it's
excited.
going to do the job. And you're going to garnish it Slim Jims. Now, they're slim.
Nice.
I'll bear through it.
Sorry, I know you'd like a
Do you like it?
large-sized
I
gym.
do. Size queen.
All right, to season 2.
Salud.
And all of you for coming back.
Oh, God. I went straight for the Slim Jim. Did you see that?
God.
I went
Nice.
Oh, no,
You
that
took
was
it
like-
down in one bite, didn't you, little thing?
flashback high school. I also too want to just talk to you really quick about the trailer gates not working.
Oh, please, do we have to talk about that now? If one more person calls
you're the
me-
manager, so someone's got to fix it.
These gates, they're ancient, and besides, I still don't know. I'm with the owner all the time. I don't even know why we need gates. I mean, for a long time, we've been what I call semi-gated because they don't work half the time. Who's going to break in and steal like a walker? I just think I'd rather we just remove them.
Listen,
it's not really my responsibility. I've done everything I can with these people.
Vicki, I just put in tile from Rio de Janeiro into it's like the backwash of my kitchen. And
I
even
don't
though
think anyone's going to come steal the tile off of your walls.
it was very expensive,
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right, I will try.
Okay.
But,
All right,
as far
well,
as
I
I'm
just
concerned,
thought I would
maybe
put-
we should get an armed guard. You know,
Oh,
just somebody with a submachine gun out there,
How about just
24/7.
Esteban? He would do that. I mean,
Okay.
he's fixing things around the park,
Now
and then
that-
he could.
Right now that you were there with your
And then we could put
precious
him like in a
pile of
really
jewelry.
sexy. Like we just get him a costume from the Halloween store.
We could raise the rent. We could raise the rent if we did that. Are we
A shirtless bodyguard.
a shirtless armed guard?
Welcome to paradise.
I love it.
You will not break into
Every-
our trailers.
It's
I don't
so
know why I
exclusive.
made him sound like an evil villain on the Three Amigos, but I did. You will not break into our trailers.
No.
God, didn't that sound sexy? I'm
yeah.
seeing you. You've already like popped open that diary. Do we just want to get to it? Because I
so
think like that's what
excited.
everyone is
I'm
here
so
for.
Excited, do you mind?
Go ahead, Vicki,
Okay.
because you already popped into it.
All right.
You knew what it was about
Listen,
already.
it was like 6 months ago
One
when
page.
I found it. I can't remember anything.
One page. Okay.
And literally, 5 at the most. Just
Okay.
I had to pick a diary.
Go.
All right, here we go.
Go.
All right.
You
Here we go,
must
everybody.
begin.
My always, June 10th, 2005. Dear diary, I have a confession. I'm usually a very responsible person. Everyone always said to me, "Oh, Zoe, you're such a good girl. I do the right thing even when no one's looking. How did I ever let him kiss me? My mind is racing. I can't shut it off." What happened to me? My body turned to vapor when he looked at me. I had no thoughts, it was as if my body took me to him. His strong hands grabbed my face. I was on fire. And the kiss, maybe I dreamt it. No, it happened. And it can never happen again.
Yes, it can.
Better.
Yes, it can. Wait. Okay, her name's Zoe.
Yeah.
First of all, what is this diary called? Does it have like did she write an
said
description?
it just says my always on it.
like the pads?
My always pads? I don't think
Yes.
she'd name a diary after always.
Well, why wouldn't she
pads.
name it after like what else is always?
No. Well, you know,
Like her forever?
Or contentment. I don't know.
Well, what do you think
Certainly
your
not
my
a pad,
always
though.
is? It's not
Please,
my always,
it's
my
not-
pad.
No.
My
don't.
always does sound better
There
than
might
my.
be men listening. Stop talking about
They've
it.
stopped, Vicki.
Okay, thank you. All right, you're right. We only have a few gays left. Okay, the straight dudes left out a long time ago. All right, then we could just go on and on about the pads.
Okay,
No.
so wait. So this girl kissed somebody.
Yeah.
But it's like forbidden.
Gotta be.
So
Let's go.
What do you think? She's like young or
Well, I know because I've read the first 4 pages.
married?
Okay, you got it. She's married.
4 pages. You said one.
I said a few pages into it. I looked at several diaries. I had to look a few pages to see what we were going to do.
Okay.
But I just know that, and I know nothing
Boy, the
more.
truth is coming out.
No,
Anything
stop
else
it.
you want to
No,
tell me?
I am adopted. No,
You
here
killed
we
John
go.
Benet Ramsey?
I
Anything
did.
else?
Your blood is in my hands. All right. It's too late to be
I have a
going in
winged
jail for
pad.
that. Okay. All right, here we go. How could I let this happen? I'm a happily married woman. There you go. This is trouble. Can you imagine kissing somebody when you're... Even I cannot imagine that.
You've never done that.
Well, kind of, but I really lived in
mean,
the apartment. I lived in the garage, so I'm not counting it. All right, here we go. Okay, I thought when I moved in the garage,
Yes.
I was separated. It wasn't legal, but in my heart,
With
I was
Jonna,
separated.
your second
Yes,
husband.
Yes.
So, and is that when you met Lou?
Yes.
Oh, so what, did you have Lou in the garage
Yes.
while you were married to
Yes.
John?
Yes.
So Lou was
One time he
banging
got, yes,
you.
Yeah, only once in there.
are-
But one
are
time he
dirty.
It was, I know. One time he got in the van, and Mono took the van that day to work, and Lou almost drove to his office in San Diego, but it didn't happen. So here we go. I'm going to
crazy.
continue. I'm sorry. That was wrong. I know it was wrong. Okay, I have a perfect marriage, and yet I can't shake this feeling for this other man. I have everything in Aiden. He is a husband that anyone would think perfect, and he is perfect. Since the first day we met in college, he's been charming, loving, brilliant, and kind. And he married me. He chose me. And what am I doing? I'm screwing our whole foundation up. This is sacred. Our marriage. I thought it was sacred.
Ooh.
It is, God damn it. Aiden and I are soulmates, and we have to endure what society and our families have expected of us. That is a lot. That is true.
Aiden's not Jewish.
Certainly
There's no
she's not
way
living
he
in the
is
garage.
Jewish. That guy is he sounds very, very white bread.
Aiden.
So probably why she's cheating on him. I hope
No.
it's somebody Latin because they're just way better lovers. I know you're surprised I went there.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying. I'm not. Lou's sitting right behind me. I'm not going to say.
Lou's
anything, but-
sleeping, Vicki.
I was always asleep and he's high as heck. Not to romanticize our romance, but we were star-crossed from the very beginning. Everyone envies me because he is who everyone wants. Of course he is. I can just imagine.
I think he's like a football player, like someone named Aiden. That's like every high school, like 80s
a guy
movie.
named Aiden wouldn't give me a second look.
But that's also kind
I
of.
couldn't trip a guy named Aiden.
But it's also the hero in Sex and the City, too.
Oh, look at you.
Wasn't-
you know all that.
you-
I never watched that show.
You didn't watch Sex and the
No,
City?
sorry.
Vicki, every woman watched Sex
Excuse
and the
me.
City.
Missed it.
Because you're too busy having
Wanna throw up?
sex in the garage or
That's
the
what
trailer
I'm saying.
park.
I'm sex in the trailer park. That's what I'm thinking
Sex
about.
in the trailer
That's
park.
Right. I don't relate to those girls.
Okay, get back.
When I
get
first
back.
met Aiden, we were in college. He always had some gorgeous shishka. Shishka.
Shishka?
Shishka. What does that mean?
Let me
A
see. Look, show it
non-Jewish
to
girl.
me.
Shishka. Shishka. Shishka.
Oh, you're so bad at Hebrew. It is.
Shikska.
Wait, I was right.
Shikska.
It's shiksa,
Shiksa. Shiksa.
which is Yiddish.
Not Yiddish for not.
It's slang.
slang.
Not Jewish.
Not Jewish. Okay.
Which obviously
Shiksa.
Aiden. So she must be, if she's saying the word shiksa,
On his arm. Oh, she's probably.
so she's probably Jewish.
She's one of
because,
your
like,
people.
Well, thank God.
You're welcome.
Wow, now I can really relate to this diary suddenly.
Exactly. He was one of those college guys who was all man, but he still had a boyish charm. I first saw him on campus and I couldn't take my eyes off him. He was hunky, athletic, and blonde.
Oh,
just like you
so
thought.
it's like all American
Yeah.
guy. Were you ever with anybody like that?
No, are you kidding? You were.
No, I mean, if I was, I had to trick them, or I was like the last pick.
Yeah.
Never, no, but nobody
No,
blonde
nobody
blue.
gave me a Letterman's jacket, is what I'm saying. It's never
Yeah,
gonna
no,
happen.
if they did, it was out of pity. I remember in high school in Oklahoma, we did this dance for the talent show with some of the drill team girls, and they all were cute, and everybody had to borrow a basketball outfit from a basketball player, and nobody wanted to give me their outfit.
Oh, so
but
you just had to throw your jock strap.
no,
and you had to
I'm
walk around.
John Jensen, lovely man. He, I didn't perform in a jock strap, but that would have been interesting. I think I would have been a
Jensen?
bell ball.
John Jensen?
John Jensen.
Here, let's toast John Jensen
John
for being
Jensen,
a stand-up guy.
good
to a little
good
Jewish
man.
girl in Oklahoma.
And I wasn't
Thank you,
dancing
John.
naked in the talent
I
show
hope
with a
he's
jock strap.
A billionaire with a car dealership
He's a
in
good man,
Oklahoma
John
now.
Jensen. Shout out, baby.
God, baby, we love you. All right. I knew how wealthy he must be.
Oh,
like
wait,
that
wait,
never
whoa, whoa, whoa.
occurred. It's like a Hallmark movie. Oh, we're wealthy too?
Totally.
I could care less.
This one writes itself.
He'd just gotten back from studying abroad at St. Andrews in Scotland. I knew what I was up against, but I tried not to let it bother me. Aiden was the one. Well, she's got balls.
Well, she sounds young and naive. Like he was the one. Like,
Yeah.
who does anybody say that?
Well,
I mean, you've said it several times,
I say
correct?
it a lot. Yeah.
You say it like every
Anyone
3
can
years.
be the one with me. I'm not really picky. The guy to my left is the one. His family is well connected in diplomatic circles. Holy crap. The tight DC ones. They are casually laid back in that California way. So
Like-
she actually ended up marrying this guy.
You think they're like a conservative, like wealthy
They
political
sound like
family?
It. They sound like it.
Oh,
they made
God.
most of their money running one of the biggest wineries in Napa. Oh no! I hate this girl. I've always suspected there was more than that. I think I need a new boyfriend because this husband's not good enough. But nobody spoke of it at Christmas in Santa Rosa.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I just think that this girl is living your dream
Yeah,
life.
If I could be on a diet, look good, and get
What's
that
the
guy,
winery?
and I have a winery and forget about it. Jeez, I
Like-
would never be kissing someone else.
God, married to someone whose family owns a winery,
Oh, my God.
and he's well off. He sounds
God.
well traveled. Scotland.
How did she get this guy?
Did
I
you?
hope she-
I went overseas.
Yeah.
For abroad for just like a semester, but Scotland I didn't get to go. I went to Italy.
You went to school in Italy abroad?
Yeah,
for a
I was going to
semester?
study design, but then I got interested in drama, and I tried to perform, like win a role in Death of a Salesman, but I didn't speak Italian, and I kind of fell for this guy named Luigi who worked at the market down the street from me.
Of course.
You know,
you
every
did.
day he'd be like, "Ciao bella, ciao bella," and first I kind of found it repulsive, but then I was like, I could get
Yes.
used to this.
Yes. Probably some discounts at the store, too.
Yeah,
Free
lots of
free
discounts.
bottle
Oh yeah,
Chianti.
like extra virgin olive oil for days.
Nice.
All over.
Oh, God. Okay, this is killing
Okay,
me. I
go
can't
back.
believe this girl. Holidays in Santa Rosa with his family always made me homesick. Being Jewish and raised, and poor you, being Jewish and raised by my seamstress grandmother didn't prepare me for his world. My mother-in-law was raised in one of those my mother-in-law was raised in one of those classic Southern aristocratic families. Aiden's grandfather was a third-generation senator, and his grandmother was a former Miss Louisiana.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, what doesn't this family do? They're like superheroes.
He's exactly.
Marvel should make a movie about this family.
This is the family that we will never know.
I love it.
His mother's family money was made in whiskey. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
They can thank us for that.
Ding, 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 ding. I like to hear that. And you know I'm a whiskey girl.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
I'm already eating my
We
Slim
could just
Jim.
go to their house at Thanksgiving when they visit, you'd think they were preparing for a royal affair. Aiden at least understood how everything was supposed to be handled, but he makes fun of it all to me in private. He's patient with my mistakes, even when I don't quite understand about tannins and which wine goes with what.
Vicki, you could give a lesson on that.
I just know the proper temperature to chill cardboard. And that took some time.
Yes, you do.
His father's family is even more strange and secretive. I'm an outsider, and they never let me forget it. Oh, no, they won't. Don't get me wrong. They have accepted me into the family, but I've been made aware of my place. It's obvious they wanted a better match for Aiden. My grandmother raised me to think critically and fight for myself. His family wanted a Laura Bush, but they got a Golda Meir
A Laura
instead.
Bush. When was this? Why is she referencing Laura?
2005, because that's 25 years ago.
2005 was a good year.
It was?
It was a year with Laura Bush.
Oh, yeah.
So wait, so she's saying her family wanted a Laura Bush, but they got a what?
Golda Meir, you know who she is, right? She used to be the Prime Minister of Israel.
She dropped a Golda Meir bomb.
There you go.
Like, people don't know who Golda Meir is.
Okay. Well, now everyone does.
And she'd rather be a Golda Meir.
Yeah.
You know, I used to, my best friend growing up from Oklahoma, they had two miniature schnauzers. And one of them was named Golda Meir.
No.
And the other one was named after an Israeli prime minister, Menachem Begin.
No, she did not have
Yeah,
Menachem
it was
Begin and Golda
full-fledged,
Meir.
like, Hebrew. It was like Menachem Begin.
Oh, it's
and
hilarious.
Golda Meir.
Oh, my
The
God.
whole house was full of, like,
The little cats, Richard
Prime
Nixon and
Minister
Spiro Agnew.
schnauzers.
That's horrible. That's hilarious. That's just so funny.
okay, so the family's not going to let her forget she's Jewish. Been there,
can't.
done that.
So
Go
I
ahead.
can see why she might be a little frustrated. How could my sweet Aiden come from such a family? It's like such a surprise to her. It's clear that Aiden is their version of a black sheep, but we fell in love, and our love and attraction far outweighed any prejudices that they may have had.
I had that, though. I dated guys. I mean, growing up in Oklahoma, I was Jewish, and I was with one of my first boyfriend. He was Catholic. I remember walking in to meet his family. You would have thought, like,
He had horns.
he'd walked in with Thanos.
Yeah.
The way they looked at me. They were just, and
They put down a little blanket for you to sit on, so you didn't
very
get anything on the
quiet,
couch.
just staring at me,
Yeah.
prodding me, basically. I mean, they were not like some highbrow family. They were a little bit lower scale.
No neurosurgeons.
No,
Gotcha.
none of that. And I'm sure they were just like, she's very loud.
We offered her some communion, and she just didn't take it.
And I was like, what's this cracker? Yeah, I don't know.
It's so odd to me because, I grew up Catholic in California, and it was such a different thing. Everyone was so liberal, but I guess I know that it's different in other places, right?
Yeah.
All right. My father left when I was 5 years old. He had an affair and decided to start another family. It broke my mother. She could never forgive him. She started drinking and fell into a severe depression.
Uh-oh. Oh, bum, 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 bum. That's depressing.
Yeah, well, you know what that's like. On my
What,
eighth
drinking and falling into a depression?
Yes.
That's every day.
No, because her father left when she was 5.
Oh.
And he had an affair. And you remember your
Oh,
father.
and he left her for another family.
Yeah.
Oh,
She started drinking and fell into a severe depression. On my 8th birthday, she took me out to dinner. She had been drinking wine all day, and the waiter kept pouring her drinks at the restaurant.
Happy birthday to you, Zoe.
It's the only way to put it. On the way home, she dozed off.
Whoa. She was driving with Zoe.
Yeah.
On her 8th birthday,
Yeah.
loaded. Oh, boy. Okay, keep
I don't
going.
think I want to read anymore. I remember trying to wake her, but I couldn't. After the crash, I woke up in the hospital.
Oh, no.
It seemed like forever until a nurse told me she wouldn't be coming to my room because she had died.
Oh, my gosh.
My father has had next to nothing to do with me. I wrote asking him to give me away at my wedding, but he never replied. He didn't show up and take her from the hospital and take care of her.
Oh, surprise. Wait, is this our second deadbeat dad?
Yeah.
Because of our first diary, season 1.
Yeah.
Deadbeat dad.
I guess.
Is this a running theme?
I guess people with fathers don't write diaries or something.
No, I think like if you're gonna go through it, this is the lesson learned. If you're gonna find a trunk full of diaries in a trailer park, be ready to hear about a deadbeat dad.
There's gonna be no dads. Exactly. It proves everything the social scientists have told us.
See ya.
Oh God. My grandmother made my wedding gown using some of the lace from my mother's dress. I was glad she walked me down the aisle. In so many ways, she saved my life. After my mother was gone, my grandmother told me that she would fix up a special room for me at the trailer. I still remember the pink carpeting and white canopy bed.
Okay.
She taught me how to bake. She insisted on precision. All the recipes were handed down from mother to daughter, and now to granddaughter. When we were baking, she would tell me the most incredible stories of her life before she came to America.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's so beautiful.
Where do you think the grandma's from? Like Poland?
Eastern Europe, probably.
It's definite.
Yeah.
I had, that's my Aunt Anna and my grandma Bertha. Remember the story of Aunt Anna? Aunt Anna, and then she was married to Uncle Abe, who had the numbers from the camps on his arm, and he was so quiet and nice. Poland, and then my grandma Bertha was from Poland. But I used to have like a lot of special moments with my grandma. Like I would fly every summer by myself at like 9 years old, go to Ocean Parkway, sit in Brooklyn, on the benches and just look at people passing by. And at 9, I enjoyed that shit.
Oh, yeah. My grandma was Ukrainian, and she made Ukrainian eggs, and she was actually on the cover of the Chicago Tribune. Her eggs were that good. And so she was to teach us how to do these magnificent little eggs, very just tedious. And then cooking, and we never cooked well enough. She considered my mom a farm girl because my mom was Irish. And so my mom was a farm girl and could never be taught proper Russian cooking. But
you learned.
I learned a little bit from my aunts. They helped me.
You're a great chef.
I love Russian food, but yeah.
That's why I'm at your house all the time for dinner. I mean, I'm actually now up to 6 dishes.
I know.
For Esteban.
You're not coming back to my house
anymore.
Oh,
yes, I am.
And you always have to clean my kitchen first, so I get it.
It looks better after I clean it.
Exactly. It does.
Okay.
It's so much safer. I always fantasized that my mother lived after the accident.
Okay.
She would have loved our wedding day. It was truly the most wonderful day. We had the most beautiful wedding and honeymoon. Then we opened our bakery. Everything is perfect until I saw that man on the beach.
Whoa. Dun, 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 dun. That man on the beach.
That
what do you think? Like
happen?
A stalker?
Let's see.
A killer?
Let's see.
I mean, I always go to that dark place, and when you say like that man,
I mean, how
do you
can
think like...
one time I met this guy, Murray the Plumber.
Should he have any other name than Murray?
No, he was called
of course
Murray the
not.
Plumber, and he was so gorgeous. And I'd been with John so long, and I was like so frustrated and unhappy. And I lost all sexuality and everything like that. There was nothing left in me. I thought I was done with that. And one day Murray sat down next to me, and he was so perfect, and he was young, and he had long blonde hair. I mean, nothing ever happened with us, but he sat next to me, and he was nice to me, and he would kind of touch me, and he awoke that in me. Like, so I kind of understand that could happen to somebody.
What do you mean kind of touched you?
Well,
like here's the doll, where did they touch you? Or like...
He would put his arm around me, nice things like that, or just little like that.
Yeah.
He was
not like a reach around or something.
No, I mean, my God, no. I was like 40, and he was like 25. Murray the Plumber. He woke me up. All right. Today I spent all day at the bakery. Sorry.
Murray sounds like a 98-year-old guy from Ocean Parkway.
No, his name does.
Let me touch you, Vicki.
Murray, if you're out there, I still love you.
Here, hold my balls. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'd like to have
fix
my drain. Okay.
That's a good catch, though, because plumbers are expensive.
It would have been great. It was impossible. Today, but he changed my life. Today, I spent all day at the bakery. Aiden was beside me for much of the afternoon. As I was finishing the last of our orders, drizzling honey over pears for the chocolate tart tartan, I imagined
chocolate what?
Tart tartan.
Is that, do we have to say that? Like tartan?
I think so. I don't think you say tatin.
We sound like tartan. Nell from the tartan.
Okay.
All right. Tartan.
Okay. Thank you. I'm not a damn French waiter.
Okay.
I imagined I was dripping the honey over Luke's glistening chest. His piercing blue eyes were on me. His long, curly black hair called me to touch it, and his lips parted. I could barely catch my breath. I stumbled. Aiden noticed and asked if everything was okay. He said, "Zoe, are you okay?" He even went out of his way to offer me a bottle of water or ask if I should sit down. Oh, my God. What is happening?
So she's sweating it out in front of her husband, Aiden, and Luke must be the culprit.
She just I wonder how far she's gone.
Luke
with
with
this
the
guy.
parted lips, which just sounds
I mean,
weird.
How far have they gone? What's gone? And then it just says, Luke is what's happening. Luke is what's happening. She says, what's happening? Luke is what's happening. That's it. That's the end of this chapter.
Wait, so that's like her dramatic.
Yeah, Luke is what's happening.
So she's all frazzled.
Yeah.
Because she's obviously either banging some guy named Luke.
Have they gotten together yet? She didn't say.
She knows his name.
Yeah, so she knows his name.
Well, she knows what his lips look
lips,
like.
have they
He sounds like like she's with a Fabio with like long
black curly hair. Opposite land of her husband Aiden, who's blonde and who, maybe it's the rejection of the family that's driving her. Like maybe she goes, I'm going to prove myself. I don't know. I just can't imagine though. If you're a young, happily married woman, and then you're going to fall in love and lust with somebody all of a sudden. I mean, that's a lot.
Well, have you ever just looked across a room and saw somebody you wanted and you were like, God, what would it be like to be with, that's like a Wednesday for me, especially here in Southern California.
The other night. Of course. Every time Mark Ellis walks by, I just wet my pants. But, of course. But I don't think about it, like obsessed or anything. I'm like, he's hot. He's super hot. Maybe. Yeah. But no, I know immediately that I'm with Lou, very happy. Okay? It's just a quick fantasy.
Lou, close your ears. Oh, no, he's still sleeping.
No, Lou knows I'm not obsessed. I just fill the tank up a little now and then. But that she's gone off the edge. You have not gone off the edge like that when you were married.
Really?
When you were married, ever.
Really thought you would do it? When I was married.
You really thought you would do it?
No, I wanted to jump off the edge when I was married to Barry, but...
Would you have considered cheating?
No, I didn't, because
you would never cheat.
I'm moral like that.
You couldn't.
I had a boyfriend once I cheated on, and it didn't bode well with me because...
Did he take you to Cheesecake Factory or something like that?
That only happened once. Okay. Never again.
Right.
No. This guy I had a 3-year boyfriend, really loved him, and then I met this other guy, and he was just really in my grill, and it just felt very... foreboding.
Right. But I still think it's so completely different. A boyfriend is a boyfriend. A husband is a husband. A husband is a committed...
You shouldn't cheat.
Right. I know I'm just letting myself off the hook since I did live in the garage, which technically I still know I was wrong.
But did you feel, you knew you and Bodo were going separate ways.
I knew it. And I really thought living in the garage was kind of like a legal separation, even though I know it really wasn't.
Between you and the garage door.
but I'm just saying,
Bodo, I will take the car and the garage remote.
Right, but I can't talk. But I'm just saying, her situation, she's putting everything out to risk. I just can't wait to find out what they've done so far.
I just think if she has a business... It sounds like with her husband, because he's in there cooking what are they making?
Tartar.
Chocolate. Something chocolate.
Pears. I think, pears and chocolate.
So there's a lot at stake here.
French things have a lot of fresh fruit.
I don't really, I'm more of a rugula kind of girl.
The deli.
Yeah,
I like.
I know
French
that's surprising to you.
I know. I love the deli too.
Delis are a little dirty.
Would you not say that? That's not true. It doesn't matter. I will. They're very clean and they're very safe.
But Zoe has a lot to risk. She's got a business with her husband.
Right.
She's married. She's making him sound like he's some American, all-American type. His family's wealthy. We don't want to lose the money. They invest in they have wine and whiskey. Win-win for you and I.
Right. I'm inspired to ask a question of our listeners.
Okay.
I'm inspired to ask if any of you have risked your marriage and be in a happy marriage. Not talking misery in that. Say, have any of you been in a really relatively happy spot with somebody that you cared for, loved, maybe even newlywed, and you met somebody else who turned you on, like this woman met this guy apparently. You can change your name and stuff, you don't have to say who you really are, but if you've experienced this, if you could write to us and, we will not mention your name, but if you could tell us, I'd like to hear from somebody who really risked their marriage because some dude made him so horny. I'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, that's a good question. But what if this guy that it sounds like she's obsessed with him. And what if this guy isn't a good person? Because we really don't know much about this guy. And what if she just falls so hard for this Luke guy? Because that's another really cute name. Like, have you ever met an ugly Luke? No.
Luke and
Luke's
Zoe.
are Luke's and Chad's. Always good looking. Never ugly. If you see an ugly Luke, like
never.
Yeah, you're in what, Germany?
Yeah.
I don't know. Luke's are good looking. Mm-hmm. So she's got a lot of risk here. She's going for this Luke guy. So what if it turns into something like, because I watch a lot of those true crime shows, what if it just turns into like Snapped and she ends up killing Aiden?
I don't know. I swear to God.
Did I just go to the darkest place ever?
To page 5. Well,
I murdered him.
I don't even know. I can't imagine.
Was you not a soothsayer?
No, we'll see. We'll see.
I murdered Aiden.
Who knows? Who knows?
What a downer.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they're going to name a new wine after Luke. Who knows?
Like she fixes the brakes in Aiden's car.
Oh, God, yeah. I don't think Esteban should feel safe anymore, is what I'm saying.
As long as he keeps behaving and giving me exactly what I like. And, he's really been working on the koi pond. It looks great.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you guys next week for our episode 2 of
Trailer Park Diaries. Ooh. Did you eat any of this Slim Jim?
Yeah. It wasn't bad.
Lou, go back to sleep.
I really like this cocktail. It's delicious. Maybe it's just the Cheeto crunch, but it's
the
nice.
Floating Cheeto. The floating orange duty.
It's only episode 1. I probably shouldn't have finished it.
Yeah.
Sorry.